So recently we got that massive report from Axios talking about the fact that a lot of Donald Trump's allies working with this America's First group have been working on a plan to introduce what's called Schedule F as part of a former executive order that Donald Trump had done in October of 2020. Biden repealed it, but they want Trump to come back and do it again if he wins the White House, because then he could fire up to 50,000 federal workers at the DOJ and replace them with his hand-picked MAGA loyalists. And then on Friday of this past week, Republican Representative Chip Roy introduced a piece of legislation in the House of Representatives that would essentially codify that maneuver for Donald Trump, or really for anyone who ever holds the office of the presidency again. It is called the Public Service Reform Act, and it reclassifies a lot of these federal workers, and these are, again, career civil servants, people that serve from one administration to the next. They go in, they clock in 9 to 5, regular job like the rest of us, except they're working for the government. Their politics do not influence what they do, nor can they influence what they do. And again, they serve under Republicans, they serve under Democrats. To them, this is just their job. But this legislation from Chip Roy would reclassify most of them to, quote, at-will employees, which would give an administration more leeway to fire as many of these people as he wants, and then, of course, replace them with party loyalists. Now, it's important to point out that, of course, Republicans do not control the House of Representatives right now, and therefore this legislation is absolutely 100% not going to pass. But what Chip Roy has done by even drafting it and introducing it is he's now put it out there that this is something we will do if Republicans take back the House of Representatives in this year's midterms. It's sitting here, it's stewing, it's waiting for Republicans to take back over. And everybody needs to be aware this isn't just about Donald Trump, right? The America First group, him using that executive order, that's purely a Trump thing. This legislation would allow whoever goes to the White House next to do this. Hell, if they pass it next year, it would allow President Biden to do this if he were to sign it into law. How would Republicans feel about that, by the way? Because it's funny, they never think into the future, like they can't think more than 5 seconds ahead of where they are right now. Because Biden could then walk in and be like, okay, cool, thanks. Hey, everybody at the DOJ that's a Republican, raise your hand. Cool, you're all fired, get out. I got a bunch of Democrats waiting over here to replace you. How are Republicans going to feel about that? Yeah, you didn't think that one through, did you? You were thinking about how you could benefit from this and, oh, wow, this would be totally awesome. Donald Trump would be totally untethered, or maybe President Ron DeSantis would be, or God forbid, President Ted Cruz. But there's a Democrat in that office right now, and this would give him the ability to do the same thing that you want your guys to do. See, it's a two-way street there. If you give these powers to a president, you're giving them to all presidents. And that, of course, is something that Republicans always seem to forget. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.